Afterward, they go to a cafe, where Gil gets to meet Ernest Hemingway and Juan Belmonte. He asks Hemingway if he would read his novel, but Hemingway refuses, saying that he should never let another writer critique his stuff. He does accept, however, to show his manuscript to Gertrude Stein, which excites Gil to no end, so he rushes out of the cafe to go back to the hotel to pick up his book, but he stops midway when he realizes they didn't agree on a place to meet. Gil goes back to the building he has come from, but instead of the cafe, there is a laundromat, which means he has come back to the present. The next morning, while Inez tells her about the fun night she had, Gil is lost in a daze, not believing what has happened to him. He tries to tell her about it, but of course, she doesn't believe him. They go shopping with Inez's mom, who indirectly calls Gil cheap, and when it starts raining, Gil tries to get them to walk under the rain together, but they hate the idea. Later in the evening, Gil takes his manuscript and Inez to the spot on the doorsteps where he was picked up last night, wanting to show his fiancée that his time travel story is true. As time passes and nobody shows up, Inez gets bored of waiting and leaves, but Gil doesn't quite give up yet. His perseverance is rewarded when the clock strikes midnight and the same old car arrives, this time with Hemingway as its passenger, who tells Gil what makes love and passion real, making him doubt his relationship with Inez. The two men arrive at their destination, where Gil is introduced to Gertrude Stein, Pablo Picasso and his lover Adriana. After scolding Pablo for not representing Adriana properly in his painting, Gertrude takes Gil's manuscript and reads the first few lines aloud, prompting Adriana to say she is already hooked on the story. Gertrude promises she will read the whole book later, but now she must talk to Hemingway, so Gil gives them some privacy and joins Adriana in another room, where they bond over their love for the older times and the arts. She tells him about all the famous artists she has dated and confesses she thinks Picasso is a very difficult man. She also encourages Gil to follow his dream to come live in Paris. When Gil returns to his hotel room a few moments later, he can't stop thinking about all the celebrities he has met, but most importantly, he can't stop thinking about Adriana. The next day, he goes shopping with